Right, so I'm on a bit of a tight schedule today, so it's probably all going to look a bit frantic, to be honest, at the start. But it is 10:30 in the morning. We had a bit of a slow start this morning because Tom didn't have a good night's sleep, unfortunately. So he works flexible hours, so and he worked last night until 8 o'clock in the evening. So he took a bit of time back this morning. So we've had a slightly more relaxed start to the day. So I took Tom into work, and then I've come back and I've got ready, got showered, look a little bit more like me now. And I'm going out soon, which is why everything looks a little bit frantic. I've got a meeting with a lady who I've been doing some freelance work for. Open. Sorry, I was trying to put my bag down. Right, let me stop and organise my thoughts and speak to you, and then I'll get going. So yeah, I've got a meeting with a lady who I've been doing some kind of freelance project management stuff for at the university. And we're kind of having our last meeting before the work finishes. I've still got some work to do for her, but we want to meet up and just kind of go over the work that needs to be done and yeah, just have a general catch up. So I've got that meeting in half an hour, which is fine. I've got kind of 5-10 minutes to get all my stuff together. It'll only take me about 15 minutes to get into town, so I'm not late, I'm just kind of rushing a bit. And then I should imagine that meeting will be about an hour at the most. And then I'm going to come home, and I've got the rest of the day off, really. Not off from work, but off from any specific tasks or jobs that I need to do for any freelance clients. So that's quite rare. Over the last few months, it's been quite rare, but I will talk about that when I come back, because I haven't got much battery at the moment, and also I really do need to get on. Hello everyone, so I'm back. I realised as well that I've been filming in the new kitchen this morning, and obviously now, and you may not have seen it if you haven't seen, well, I say if you haven't seen the second renovation videos. There's only one actually live on our channel as of the day that I'm recording this, but I don't know what, oh god, what's going on there? I don't know what order these are going to go up in. I don't know if this is going to go up before the next instalment of the kitchen renovation. So you're potentially getting a little sneak peek of the kitchen right now. So I'm back from a meeting. That went really well. It was kind of just a bit of a finishing off meeting, really. I have still got some work to do for this lady, but she's actually going away on a sabbatical until September now. So we were just kind of having a last face-to-face meeting, going over the work that she still wants me to do and making sure that we're kind of on the same page, which we are, which is nice. So yeah, we just met at a lovely little cafe in town, and I had a white peony tea. It was lovely. Really getting into kind of herbal teas at the moment, which I never thought I would do, but I am genuinely getting into them at the moment. So it's yeah, it's kind of midday-ish, and I'm now just making some lunch. So yesterday I picked up some hot cross buns at the Co-op when I was at work. Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know what a hot cross bun is, it's basically a bun that is made, I believe, and I apologise if I'm wrong here, but I believe they were made for Easter because they've got the cross, like the Christian cross on them. They're not in any way associated with the religion anymore, but I suppose maybe, you know, a few hundred years ago that's what they were made for. But they're just a lovely kind of bread roll. I mean, they don't look lovely on camera, but that's got like raisins and fruit and this, that and the other. So, and then they've got like a sticky syrup on the top, and you can either toast them and have them with butter on, or you can put a filling in. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of butter on them and then put some cheese inside it, which sounds a bit weird having fruit and cheese as a combination, but I mean, a lot of people do it, don't they? They have cheese and grapes, and they have cheese and fruit cake. I did get the Philadelphia out, and I got these out, but I don't think I'm going to have these now. They're called, see if I can get the label. Can't really see it. They're called brogies. I'd never seen them before, but I found them at Morrison's this last week, and they're like a puffed wheat cracker bread, and they're absolutely delicious. So I've been having them with a bit of Philadelphia on them for my lunches. So I was going to have both, but that's being greedy. I don't need both, so I'm just going to have the hot cross buns instead, so those can go away. So yeah, that's what I'm going to have for my lunch. I'm going to make those hot cross buns up. I'm going to make myself coffee, and then I'm going to go up to the office and kind of get myself set up for the afternoon. So I'll probably kind of catch up with you when I've had some food and I'm settled back in the office again. Hello everyone. So it's now 1:20. I've literally finished my lunch, just finished my coffee. I was just about to start doing some writing, and I was watching a Rihanna and Ashley vlog, and she was talking about house insurance, and I was like, shit, our house insurance renews at the end of this month, and I haven't looked around for comparisons. Me and Tom haven't really had a chance to talk about it yet. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to do some life admin first, and I'm going to have to sort out a new insurance policy. It doesn't renew until the 4th of May, which is, what day are we on now? We're on the 24th of April, so it doesn't renew until, not this Friday, the Friday after, so I've got a little bit of time to cancel the renewal. And to look for something else. So it's basically our payments have gone up by almost £10 a month. So I think I'm going to just do a quick half an hour of looking around on comparison sites and see if I can get our annual premium down or our monthly payments down. You really don't want to see me putting stuff into price comparison sites. So I'll catch back up with you when I've done that. Right, all done. That only took about half an hour, just went on and managed to halve the renewal quote. How ridiculous is that? So the renewal was supposed to be $450, and we've managed to find a renewal price of $230. So it's now 2 o'clock. I can finally start doing some writing, which is what I've wanted to do all day today. So I'll set the camera up somewhere so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm all ready to start work on the book. So what I have at the moment is I have my folder, which is here. And this has all of my kind of people that I'm looking at as part of my second book. You may remember this from the first Day in the Life of a Writer video, which I think I showed you this folder as part of that video. But this is how I kind of plan my chapters, plan my books out. I'm proper old school. I don't use any of those fancy apps. I basically use Microsoft Word on my laptop, and I use good old-fashioned pen and paper. Just works for me the best. I just manage to retain more information if I'm physically writing it down. So it's a bit difficult to explain exactly where I am at the moment. I've got some research written up and kind of in the folder. And then another kind of bit of research I'm in the middle of doing at the moment is reading this book at the moment, which is Female Fortune. It's about Anne Lister, her diaries. I'm about, 117 pages through. So I've been doing what I normally do when I'm doing book research, which is to read through, finding pertinent comments and diary entries, and then I've been writing them all up kind of on these pieces of paper and adding my own notes in red text, as well as adding the references in and this, that and the other. So I've been doing that. Tom's been writing on the bottom of that sheet. Very annoying. Not really. So I've been doing that. So one of the things I really need to do is I need to finish this book. I need to finish reading that off. But I think before I do that, I might work on the folder a bit more. So one of the things I want to do is, I've got quite a lot of research materials from that trip that we did down to Plymouth in the autumn. So I think what I want to do is kind of get all of those written up or printed out or this, that and the other. So there's 5 women in my book overall. I did originally want to do 6, but to be honest, I just don't think I'm going to have time to find and research another woman. So I think it's going to have to stick with the 5. And so I need to think about word count in terms of how I split those 5 women down into kind of equal sections, because I wouldn't want one section to be bigger than the other because of the way that I'm structuring this book. Each chapter is going to be dedicated to a different female character, so I want to make sure that they're all equal length. Obviously that's going to be more difficult in cases where I have less material to work with. It's also going to be harder with women that I have a lot of material to work with, because then it's like, what do you pick? But that's what I'm going to do. So I need to think about word count. So one of the things I want to do today is really look at the manuscript and kind of plan out a word count for each chapter, including my introduction, my author's note, my conclusion paragraph if I have one, index, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to do all of that today as well. So there's 3 things to do. I'm not sure how much of it we're going to get done because it is 2 o'clock now, like I say. I think the first thing I will do is look at the manuscript, because that's the kind of task that will probably take maybe like 15-20 minutes to sort out at the most. Then I think what I'll do is actually do some more work on the book that I'm reading for research at the moment, because I'm kind of focusing on Anne Lister at the moment as one of the characters, because I'm finding it easiest to kind of completely delve into the kind of the life and the research of one woman, write her chapter in draft, and then move on to the next one. So that's what I'm doing. And then if we have some time by the end of the day, I'll do some more work on the kind of organisation of my folder and the research and stuff. So yes, I'll set you up now somewhere where you can actually see me working for a while rather than talking to the camera. Don't know when my camera cut out, somewhere within the last 15 minutes. I am still working on the manuscript, on kind of doing stuff on the manuscript, but I've actually found myself falling into writing some stuff. So I'm just kind of going with it really, so it doesn't really make the most interesting of content to just see me tapping away at the computer, but it's actually really positive. Some of the little things like the author's note at the beginning, acknowledgements, writing down names of people that I've come across that have really helped me, and then once I've done a bit of, I'm just going to put a little bit more context into the author's note, and then I'm going to get on to actually splitting out my chapters. I've done my content, so I know exactly what sections I need to do in the manuscript, so that's all good. It's feeling positive. It's not even mid-afternoon yet, so that's good. Although it looks really dark in this room. I think it's because it's really hazy and miserable outside. Yeah, it's just looking really grey and dark and miserable. So yeah, the upshot of that is that it's making my room look really miserable and dark. It's making me think that it's actually later than it is in the day, but it is only, yeah, it's 2:45, so it's I've still got a few hours left of work to do yet. So I'm going to crack on with this author's note, and then I'll either catch back up with you. I think what I'll probably do is I'll finish these bits on the manuscript that I want to do, and then I'll go downstairs and make myself a coffee. This is what I've referenced 100 times in all my other videos, so I won't go into a lot, but I work best when I can break my work down into little manageable chunks and give myself some kind of like reward or like a break from the work. It helps me to break up the work into manageable chunks and just means that I get more done. So I'm going to finish this bit and then I'm going to make a coffee, and then we'll crack on with reading and annotating the book. Right, I'm feeling a bit dazed. Does anyone else get that when you've been staring at a computer for quite a while, you've been focusing really hard, and then you feel a little bit like spaced out? Feeling a little bit like that. The manuscript is now totally set out and ready for me to start actually filling in with my own text and stuff. Stanley's giving me the evil eye. He's basically, please excuse the chicken defrosting on the worktop. He's basically not allowed over this work surface here, which is the new kind of work surface. But because the work surface backs directly onto the couch, he jumps up onto the couch and then jumps onto the work surface. So we're in a bit of a battle at the moment to try and stop him, which means that he's not very happy when I tell him off for getting on the work surface. Are you? Hmm? He's acting all nonchalant now. Naughty boy, aren't you? It's very dark. So now it's back to it again. Heading back upstairs. Oh, I just spilled coffee down myself. Oh, I swear I am like the clumsiest person in the world. You've never met anyone as clumsy as me. I was going to say, I'm apologising as well if there's other stuff everywhere. The house is still kind of in a little bit of a state of mess post kitchen and kind of hallway renovation. As you can see, we've got plaster that we haven't painted yet. This brick wall needs sealing. There's loads of stuff to do, so if you've been enjoying our renovation vlogs, then don't worry, there's still plenty more to come. But that's not our concern today. I have to kind of compartmentalise a lot of the time when I see stuff around the house that needs doing, but I'm at home to work, then I really just need to shut my mind off and think, I'm not here to do that now. Do that later, do that at the weekend, do that this evening. So that's what I really have to do. Otherwise you just get sucked in to doing housework and bits and pieces around the house, which is not what you're here for. So yes, I just wanted to explain that. So, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move on to the book that I was reading before, the Anne Lister one. So, I'll show you where we're up to. Hello again, guys. It's 6:15 in the evening. I'm having to pause doing my work because I've got something down here which has been very annoying. It's a little pussycat and he keeps chewing on my cable. Stop it! Now don't bite me or you won't get any dinner. Basically, he's meowing and he's chewing on my wires and annoying me because he's basically wanting his dinner. Ignore all the wires there. They're, yeah, just haven't sorted out my kind of desk orientation with kind of the wires yet. Stop it! Ah. He basically wants his dinner, and so he's going to badger me and annoy me until I give it in. So, I have decided that I will take all my stuff downstairs, sort him out with some food, make a start on dinner for me and Tom, and then I can do some more work downstairs at the breakfast bar because we have one of those now. And that's cool. So I can do that instead downstairs. So it's also getting very dark in here and you can barely see me because I've got the lamp on behind me. So yeah, we will reconvene downstairs. Out of my way, cat. Little cat. The cat's got his food. He's happy. Jesus, I've never known a cat to meow so much when it's time for his dinner. Right, so I'm downstairs now, so time to get the room a little bit tidied. I might just go and pull the curtains on as well. Right, I'm going to do a little quick tidy up of the work surface because it's a bit mucky. Have a bit of a tidy round and then I'll come back to some work. That's that side nice and clean. Right, so I've cleaned that side, Now I need to do that side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my phone down and give the temperature time to cool, and I'll come back to you when I'm ready to do some more writing, because that's what this is about. It's not a cleaning video, it's a writing video. So I'll come back to you in a sec. Tom is literally on the train as we speak, because it's now 6:30 in the evening. So he'll be home kind of any time within the next kind of 10-15 minutes. So I'm probably not going to be able to get to do any more writing this evening. I feel like it's been a productive-ish afternoon. It's difficult with the book because hours can slip by really quickly when you're kind of researching. You know, you're reading a book and you might only go through like 3 or 4 pages, but 2 or 3 hours have gone by because you've been writing down notes and kind of important comments and points and this, that and the other. So whilst it doesn't feel like I've achieved much, I do feel like it's been productive. I think setting out the manuscript has really helped. I've got some more tasks that I can do on that the next time I have a me writing day, which is probably going to be Sunday actually. Tom is going to go into work on Sunday afternoon. He asked if I wanted to go with him, so I think I'll probably go in with him and kind of do a full day on it in the university. So yeah, that's kind of a day in my life at the moment. Like I say, because I've got quite a lot of freelance work on at the moment, it's kind of balancing my time appropriately so that I can still be working on the manuscript for book 2, but also I can fulfill kind of the needs of the clients that I've taken on as well. So today was kind of a typical day in my life. So, I mean, if you've watched this far, let me know. Because I'm not sure whether it's been a very, very good video for today, for another Write With Me. Not Write With Me, sorry, for another day in the life of a writer. But let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you've got any ideas for other writing videos that you'd like me to film. If you want another day in the life, maybe a longer one. I think I've been trying to keep them quite short recently. But actually the one that has done the best is the longer one, where I really went into a lot of detail in the day, which was the first one that I did. So if you want something that's longer, definitely let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, I'll continue with the shorter format. And yeah, if you are interested in finding out more about my writing and things that I do, please check out charlottefurnesswriter.co.uk. All my writing stuff is on my website, and yeah, I will see you again soon. Bye!